Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Tebrock, and this is my son. And today we're going to be looking at modifying an old PS4 controller with a new shell from today's sponsor,
Extremerate.
and we're going to change that shell out, and we're also going to replace the joysticks with some new swappable joysticks from Extremerate. So stick around and let's see how this turns out. Okay, so the controller that we are going to be working on is this one right here. It's a PS4 DualShock controller, and we've got some grips added on here, and those are also getting worn out. A few years ago, my son and I did a modification to this controller. It was just white, and we used some Rust-Oleum metallic paint to paint it gold, and it actually turned out really well. This was back during COVID, and we had extra time on our hands, and it looked fantastic, but as you can see, the clear coat wore out, and then the paint just started to fall apart. So rather than throw this away, Extremerate is a company that is out to try to prolong the life of electronics, consumer electronics, particularly gaming equipment. So that is the spirit of this project, is to change the shell out and keep this controller going because it does function well. With that in mind, let's get started on this project. Okay, so I'm going to open up the first of our boxes here. We've got the new shell, and my son here picked this one out because Extremerate let us stick that out there.
Okay. Ooh, that's amazing.
Show that off.
So what that?
And we'll see what else we have in the box here. Looks like we have some screws and a little bit of a manual.
Now can I put it down?
Yeah, you can put
Okay.
it. All right. They provide a 6-month warranty for all products. During this period, if your product has any qualifying problems with the product itself, it'll be repaired, replaced, or refunded by us. And us being Extremerate, not my son and I. All right, so it looks like we have plenty of screws for the project, and we have a pry bar and the screwdriver. So we're just going to use what we have here. We do have our own tools, but we're just going to use what they give so that our review and our experience will be true to what you get from Extremerate. Yeah, so actually let's open up this one because we're going to be doing both the front and the back. So why don't you go ahead and unwrap that one.
Okay.
And while he's doing that, it looks like we have the same screws, pry bar, and screwdriver.
Sure. Okay, there we go. There. Almost done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm dead.
Okay.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
Ziploc.
little Ziploc bag. Okay, so this is obviously black, and it has sort of this bump finish to it, and this is just one of the, I don't know what, 50, 60 options available on their website, and we just thought this would pair well, this Galaxy print with the black back and extra grip. So that is what we are going to do. Okay, so now that we have everything open, we're just kind of wiping down any dust and stuff that we see inside, any dirt, so that we don't transfer it into the new controller. And then we're going to go ahead and open up our new replacement joysticks, because we're going to add these, at least the base of them, before we put the controller back together. So we're just going to get those out and show them off. These are magnetic, so you can just pull the joystick off of the base and replace it with shorter or longer, depending on what is more comfortable to you. And it looks like we have a security hex bit, and yeah, this is what they look like. And the bases are metal with a magnet built inside, so that's what that looks like. So we're gonna lay these out. We should go ahead and
Take them out.
yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna start putting the insides of this controller into our new shell. So let's clear out this old shell.
Yeah.
And we do need to make sure that we move the hardware that's in the bottom shell into the new one. So that'll be a step I have not done before. All right, we have finished the modification, and as you can see, it turned out pretty nice. We've got everything put back together. We've tested the controller, and it did take a long time. It probably was approximately an hour to get everything apart, which is the easier part, and then putting everything back together, because you do have to move the light bar on the front and make sure everything lines up exactly. So it's a little more challenging than I anticipated, and I also have shaky hands, so that doesn't help either. But it was worth it. It plays well. I think the sticks are really good. My son's gotten to try it out already, and I think we're pretty happy with the results, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we recommend it. We do have a link in the description below if you want to take a look at the Extremerate items, and if you use our link, we do get some little amount back for it. So we appreciate it. We will see you in the next video.